Hi there, my name is Christina with Four Link Marketing. I reached out to you the other day about providing a video, giving you some suggestions on how to improve your online presence. I did a little bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So, as we know, any consumer, if they're looking for a service or a product, they're going to go to Google and they're going to use a search engine. And for your instance, your future consumer is going to type in pest control Pittsburgh, for example. Now, whenever we see a location at the end of that, that's what we call a buyer intent keyword. That tells us that that is a local consumer looking for a local business and they need a service done or a product right away. So they have that higher buyer intent. Now, let me show you some areas within Google that are really important. And of course, up here in this top portion here, these are ads, which they are great to run. The only kind of tidbit is that if somebody has an ad blocker on their phone or tablet or a computer, you're not going to see the ad. So just FYI with that. But what's really important is this section right here. This is what we call the Google Map Pack. Now, these are your top three competitors in your area. And essentially, as we said, this is a consumer looking for a service to be done right away. So based on convenience, they're going to be contacting these three companies first. And if they don't see you, they typically won't look any further for a company because they need the service done right away. And they're going to call whoever is more convenient. And they see these companies first. So it's really important to get within the top three here because, of course, you get the most clicks and you get the most leads overall. Now, this section right here, this is what we call organic listings. Now, these are websites that has the requirement that Google likes to see on home pages of about a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 words, and that's what we call content. And what drives that content are the keywords. So, for example, if you would have pest control Pittsburgh all over your home page, whenever somebody searches that keyword, you're going to come up within that search result, right? So Google sees your website as a preferred website and they rank you accordingly. And I believe whenever I looked through here, I did not see you listed. No. And you definitely want to be on the first page. 98, excuse me, 98% of consumers do not go past the first page when looking for a company to contact. And ideally, you want to be listed within the top three section here and the top three section here because you do get the most visibility and overall you will get the most amount of leads on the entire search result on the first page. And let me just click here when I looked at more businesses. I believe I saw you. Was it? Yep, you're right there. So you're definitely in the top portion of the business listings, but of course it is really important to be listed within the top three because they do, of course, when you're in the top three, you do get the most leads and the most customers. And just taking a look quickly when I looked at Exterminator in Pittsburgh, PA, well, I was down at the bottom there. The same competitors that are come up for that as well. And let me just see here. I'm sure you're probably, yep, you're about in the same rating there, but I wanted to look here to see if your website came up. And I don't see you. Okay. All right. Now let me show you here. Now looking at your website, I think actually this is a separate page. There we go. Looking at your website, you have a beautiful website. I mean, whoever did it did an amazing job. There's nothing really that I would recommend changing. You got your click to call there, so that's perfect. So when somebody's on a mobile device, they can just call you right away. Just click of a button. But the only thing that I would recommend is one, to get more content on your homepage. You have content, but it's not the requirement that Google likes to see. And to get a lot of the keywords that we were talking about. So like pest control Pittsburgh together, a lot of those keywords together will really help you get your website ranking and to come up within the search result there. And another suggestion I did notice whenever you go to areas that we serve now, of course, Pittsburgh is like your main service area, but let me see here. There it is. Of course, these are your other services areas, right? And a lot of our clients that have that broad service areas, such as yourself, a lot of our septic service companies, our tree service companies that we work with, junk removal, plumbers, again, companies that have that really broad service area, we really ask them like what service areas are like you get the most calls from or you get the most business from. Now, of course, Pittsburgh is probably your number one, but if you take a look at some of these other cities and maybe pinpoint maybe like five of them that are, again, you get a high majority of your business from, would be to create a back page So essentially a page where you have the content, and then you also have the keywords for that specific area. So pest control Allentown, right, all over that page so that you come up within the search results for that specific area, that location. And that really helps broaden your customer outreach as well. So you come up with the multiple search results for multiple areas. So that would be my other recommendation that would be able to help you rank within the other areas versus just Pittsburgh. Now, taking a look at your like behind the scenes of your website. Now, this is a paid program I paid for every month. It helps me with my research and my website audits. Now, this is the data that's going on behind your website. Now, this number right here, this is your power rating with Google. So that tells me that you are not ranking, because it is definitely on the low scale. You're not ranking the best within your Google search results, right? And ideally, you want these two numbers balanced, and these are both on a scale of 100, and you really want them kind of moving up, right? And what we do with for our clients is we really focus on this area here. This is kind of like our plan of attack. These are shout outs from basically other websites, blogs, directories that have your website URL where a consumer can click on it and then gets directed back to your website. So again, kind of like a shout out from an outside source. And we take a look at the amount that your competitors have and which ones that they are getting the shout outs from, because not all of them are the same. There's some that are more powerful and more relevant based on your website. And then we basically match the numbers that they have, and then we beat them by 100. And that really helps our clients outrank their competitors pretty quickly. Now, as you can see here, you have about 2,000 keywords on your website, and this is the amount of traffic that you're getting every month. So these are people that are reaching out to you for either estimates, to schedule an appointment, or just to get additional information, what have you. Okay. Now, taking a look at your competitor here. Now, this is the top competitor in your area. They do have some ads running, but what I'm going to show you is just based off of their website and their Google My Business page. Okay. Now, as you can see here, we were talking about service areas. So they have these all back pages, like say Fox Chapel, where you click on it and they have, like, see, pest control and Fox Chapel, right? So they have the keywords within that, and that really helps, again, broaden their customer outreach. That's what I was talking about there. But overall, their website's great. What's really important is what's going on the behind the scenes. Now, as you can see here, see how these numbers are pretty balanced and their rating is higher than yours. So that's why they're coming up within their search results more. And as you can see, they do have a lot of backlinks, but we really focus on the referring domains. That's kind of the most important factor. But looking at this number here and this number here, that tells me that we would be able to outrank them pretty easily, and be able to get you. So as you can see here, they have almost 3 times the amount of people that's reaching out to them every month. Um, Specifically from their website. And you can see, of course, they have a lot of keywords on their website, and that's because they do have the service areas targeted. So that really helps them, again, broaden their customer outreach and really gets this organic traffic to the number that they're at versus the number that you're at. So again, if that's something that you're interested in, definitely do that service area back pages, and that'll really help get you more traffic coming in. Now, taking a look at the keywords that I was mentioning about, now, as you can see here, Exterminators Pittsburgh. There's 400 people searching that keyword every month, and they are in the top position. And this is a Google My Business page, as you can see here. Okay, and then as you can see here, same type of keyword, but different variation. They're in the top position as well. So they're getting the most traffic, the most leads, based on these the keywords here, which these are high volume keywords, as you can see. Let me see here. That's pest control. I just wanted to show you. There's a lot of pages of keywords that they have. Now, these are kind of like general keywords. They're okay to rank, but they're not really necessary. I mean, it's good to be found within like certain blogs as far as information wise, but when you're looking for a local consumer, if somebody in California is looking up getting rid of ants in a kitchen, that's not really applicable to get, a local customer, of course. Now, this is the pest control Pittsburgh. Now, this is with PA, so it's kind of on the low scale, but as you can see, they're in the top position as well. But I do know that whenever it was the search result as Pest Control Pittsburgh, so without the PA, it was about 350 traffic volume, and they're in the top position. Now, I'm not going to go through because they have quite a bit of pages. there it is right there. I'm sorry, Pest Control Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, it was 800. So that's a big difference. So that is a really high volume of a keyword. And they're in the top position. And this is their Google My Business page. So as you can see, just be ranking within that top position for the Google My Business page. They're getting a lot of traffic and a lot of new customers every month. And just based off of the traffic volume alone, now I don't know what their closing rate is, but let's just say they close 20% of this number right here. That's new customers every month. Now, I just wanted to kind of show you a few things as far as how to optimize your website and your Google My Business page. And just a suggestion as far as getting your Google My Business page ranked higher. There's a few things that we could do if that's something that you're interested in. We could get a game plan together and really, kind of help you out so you get ranked within the top three. And if you have any questions in general, please feel free to reach out to me. I just wanted to provide this video. I do these for all local business owners. It's just something that I really like to help educate business owners on the importance of optimizing, again, their website and the Google My Business page. So I hope you are having a wonderful day. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you take care. Bye-bye.